Hello there, Scott from Wessex Blades in England. We have a busy weekend this weekend. I've been cracking on with the Assassin Sheath. I got myself a little bit of time in the evening just before we get the tea going. And what I'd like to do is reprofile the handle on the Army survival knife that the guy at work gave me. So I'll just remind you what was happening on this one. A very stout piece of gear, very strong, but the scales are just hammered on basically with these sort of cutler rivet things there, and just peened over, crushed in, but the scales never match the stock of the metal, so you always end up with a sharp edge on both sides. Obviously if you're a roughy toughy British Army soldier, cope with it, but with me and my namby-pamby hands, I like something a little bit more sculpted. So I'm going to get to work in the vise, and we're going to get that far more comfortable for my little baby soft hands. Okay, so I've got it clamped in the vise between two lumps of wood, so that's quite solid, and I'm going to work on this with, to begin with, a rasp. Now I find the rasps, they're very good at the side on your side, but they break out the wood on the far side, so I'm going to gradually, just going like that on this side, just until the rasps start skimming the stock of the metal in the middle there. There, and stop. And stop. And that's that done. And then, I'm clever, he says. I'll go like that. Try that. Lift it up a bit for you. Extra lens flare in there. They're reasonable. You can see that. That's fine. And then again, working on this side. Now, if I worked on that side, I'd tear the wood, tear it really bad, and end up losing wood as it peels off on the face of the scales, which is not what I want. I don't want it to start peeling off this way. So I'm literally just working on the side where I am. Like that with this rasp. And just as I touch the metal, that's when I back off. Like that. I'll see in a bit when I've gone all the way around both sides. Now what I'm finding is this packer wood, I think they call it. It's almost like micarta, so I'm wondering whether they've impregnated it with CA or some form of plastic or glue or something, because it is as hard as hell, and when it comes off, the shavings are like this, just like a black grit. So it's got a very plastic characteristic to it, which is cool for me, because that makes it really hard maintenance free. Wicked. Anyway, I've rasped it all off, and I'm just using a small file wrapped in 100 grit aluminium oxide paper or sandpaper, and now what I'm going to do is just get rid of all the rasp teeth marks across there. And that's coming up like plastic. That's amazing. Wow. I can't see this handle chipping, flaking or coming off for ages. This is really tough. Let's unwind that a second and get another place of the plastic, the abrasive paper. Yeah, very plastic feel to it. Wow. This is going to be wicked when it's finished. So I'll just carry on with this. I'll catch up when it's done. See you in a bit. What a difference. Let's crank you up a little. But that was weird. Okay. Why didn't it feel like this when they make them? It's a very micarta-y feel. Now it feels gorgeous. No sharp edges at the top of the scales there. Wow. That looks badass, doesn't it? So, a vast improvement on what it was before. I get a very slick feel to the handle in terms of scales, but you've got these huge holes here which still give you a fair amount of purchase, and I've given them a bit of a twizzle inside with the sandpaper so they're not as abrupt the way that they were machined out. But yeah, it's a very micarta feel. So shuff the bits with that. Vast improvement in terms of ergo. So that's that one done. Left-handed sheather. Oh, can't win them all. Beautiful. So, it's got Wessex Blades with his brand new Reprofile handle. There's J. Abrams MOD survival knife. Oh, much better. Thanks for your comments, thanks for your views. Loads of interest with the ferrule rods, and I'll get making them as fast as I possibly can. I'm going to do an update video on a separate one, explaining why I make them the different sizes that I do. But anyway, this is my new one. I'm going to play with in the woods. A trip, hopefully, next weekend. Okay, so thanks for joining me again. Scott from Wessex Blades.